Hello friends, welcome to Java interview question chapter number 1. In this chapter we are going to cover reason of using Java, difference between Java platform and other software platforms, JVM, JDK and JRE. So we'll see the difference between JVM, JDK and JRE. Before that, answer for the previous chapter puzzle. So here is the answer. Take half table of each tablet, thus you will end up having one fever and one cold tablets. For those who don't know the question is you have four tablet which contains two for fever and two for cold. All four have same size, shape and color. You have to take one cold and one fever tablet. So for that answer is you have to take all the half of tablet from all the tablets. So still if it is confusing, I this diagram. So suppose this yellow one is for cold one and blue is for fever. So if you take half of each tablet. So yellow half means you'll get one half. That is, suppose it is a cold tablet, so you'll get one full cold. And same way, half of blue, you'll get one fever tablet. Hope this is clear now. We'll move to our session now. So reason of using Java. First, object oriented. It is secure. That is that is sufficient to tell that why we need Java. But what exactly the reason behind using Java? So this is the main thing. Memory management. So Java has internal automatic memory management, that is garbage collection. We'll see the garbage collection in details in the coming video. Fifth is better portability than other languages across operating system. That's why it is known as platform independent. Yes, Java known as platform independent. And the interviewer will ask you, once you'll give these 5 points, the interviewer will definitely come to the question how Java is a platform independent. Okay, so we'll see this in details. We have this diagram, and in this diagram we have a Java code. You can see first.java. So our compiler is compiling the code and creating DOS class. That is a bytecode it is creating. Till here, no doubt. Compiler compiling the code and it is creating first dot class using javac.exe. Okay, that is part of JDK. We'll see what is javac.exe, java.exe in JDK, JRE, JVM, and we'll discuss. So for now, we have first.java which is compiled and created first.class. So this is a bytecode now. So now we have suppose different operating systems, Windows, Linux, Mac. So you need not to worry about the code you have written. You just simply write the code, it will convert into the bytecode, and then it's the responsibility of JVM to run in the operating system. So what JVM does, JVM interprets the bytecode into the machine code depending upon the underlying operating system and hardware combinations. So this JVM is, the question will come whether JVM is a platform dependent or not. So JVM is platform dependent, it's not independent. So if you go to the JDK download. So it's very clear if you have this code, you need not to worry about which operating system you are executing it. Only thing is you have to the JDK for that. So we'll see in JDK they provides. Here you can see we have different JDK for different operating system. So for Linux 32-bit have 32-bit Linux JDK. For Windows also we have 32-bit and 64-bit. So all JDK actually different types of JDKs we have. We have to install the JDK in the operating system and then your code will run in any operating system. So for that operating system that JDK is required. Hope it is clear. So in case suppose the interviewer asked you what is how Java is platform independent. So if you're not able to answer, the interviewer will reduce his level of asking question and what he will ask next. So if he's asking this question, you are in trouble. But don't worry, if you are confident, you know this answer, you can again get the confidence of your interviewer. So what is platform independent? So for those who don't know what is platform independent means that we can write and compile the Java code in one platform, example suppose Windows, and the class in any other supported platform, that is Linux, Solaris, Mac, anywhere. So Java is platform independent, but JVM not. We have seen that for different operating system we need different JVMs. Hope this is very much clear now. Let's move to our next topic. JDK, JRE, JVM. So basically, senior software engineers having 3+ year experience, they'll face question on JVM, JDK, JRE, and parallelly, connecting questions will come. So we'll understand JDK, JRE, and JVM. So if you can see here, this whole body is JDK, and JRE comes inside JDK, and JVMs come inside JRE. Okay, so this green thing inside whatever inside green, that comes under JRE, and whatever inside in this blue comes under JDK. So JVM we know now. So what is JRE? So JRE basically contains our java.exe and these jar files and libraries. So JRE is the main thing which is required to execute your code. For compilation you need JDK. I'll show you the package structure later, but understand the things. So you are developing something, and for developing you need JDK because JDK contains javac.exe, the compiler. So that will compile your code, and you can execute that code because JDK contains JRE itself. So why this separate thing? Now JRE we need to run the code. So suppose you want to execute your code in the client system. So in that case, you don't want to give full JDK. So only JRE is sufficient to run the code. So you'll provide only JRE package. So you'll install only JRE in the client system and it will run your code easily. So that's why JRE is in different package. So hope it is clear now. JDK is to compile and run because it contains JRE also, which contains java.exe. For only compilation, we definitely need JDK. So if you are in development mode, you need JDK full installed in your system. Okay, we'll see the package first now. Here we are. If you see in my program files, I have installed Java. So inside JDK, if you go in the bin folder, you'll get this java.exe and javac.exe, both are there. So one is for compilation, other is for execution. If you go here in JRE bin folder, you'll get only java.exe. Javac.exe is not there. So that means you cannot compile the code if you only have JRE. So for compilation, you need JDK. Hope it is very much clear now. What is JDK, JRE, and JVM? What is their roles? Okay. So just if you want to write down the things, here we are. JVM, when we compile as Java file, output is not an .exe, but it's a .class file, consists of Java bytecodes, which are understandable by JVM. JVM interprets the bytecode into the machine code depending upon the underlying operating system and hardware combination. It's a responsible it is responsible for all the things like garbage collection, array bounds checking. The JVM is called virtual because it provides a machine interface that does not depend on the underlying operating system and machine's hardware architecture. JRE, it contains JVM, class libraries, and other supporting files. It does not contain any development tools such as compiler, debugger, etc. So it's only to run the code. Actually, JVM runs the program and it uses the class libraries and other supporting files provided in JRE. If you want to run any Java program, you need to have JRE installed in the system. JDK, it contains tools needed to deploy the Java program and JRE to run the program. The tools included compiler, javac.exe, Java Application Launcher, java.exe. Note, if you need JDK only if you want to write your own program and to compile them. So only JDK is required to compile plus run. So if hope this JDK JRE difference is clear. Only if you want to run, you can use JRE. If you want to compile and run, then you need JDK. In our next chapter, we'll see what is constructor, difference between methods and constructor, call one constructor from other, call superclass constructor. These four basically is required for 2 to 3 year experience or freshers. What happen if no constructor is present? This can be asked for 2 to 3 year experience. And what if you have already parameterized constructor? This also for 2 to 3 year experience. They can ask for 3+ year experience also. So basically, this chapter is will be helpful for 2 to 3 year experience people. We'll see the puzzle for this session is suppose you have 8 balls and a two-pan balance used to compare the weight of two things. All of the balls weigh the same except for one, which is heavier than all of the others. So how would you find the heaviest ball if you are only allowed to weigh the ball 2 times? So if you have only 2 times, you have 8 balls. Out of 8 balls, one is heavier. You have to wait and you have to find out the heaviest one. Only in two chance. So just try to solve this question. We'll see the answer in the next session. So by the time, if you face any problem, anything you want, any help you want, you can just write a comment in the YouTube downside. You can see. Hope I'll get time to help you. Otherwise, some expert definitely will come and help you. So till that, bye bye. See you in the next session. Have a nice day.